Hi, Dr. Akash Gupta. Thank you for accepting our invitation. This is going to be the Master of Science in Business Analytics interview series. These interviews are meant to introduce our program to potential students that are going to apply to our program in the future. So I'm going to lead the discussion. I'm going to ask questions, and we appreciate if you could share your opinion about these questions. So the first question, first of all, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
First of all, thank you, Dr. Gargosali, for having me today. So about me, I'm Akash Gupta. I'm an assistant professor at CSUN with Systems and Operations Management. I primarily teach business analytics courses at CSUN, and my research is in healthcare analytics, where I try to solve healthcare-related problems to improve the patient experience. Yeah, that is a brief summary about me and my research.
Great, thank you. We are trying to keep the interviews short, up to 5 minutes. That was great, thank you. Second question, what is business analytics actually?
Thank you for asking this question, because business analytics is nowadays a very high tech term that people use interchangeably. So just let me summarize you in one sentence. Business analytics is basically analyzing data to make informed business decisions. So primarily what we do in business analytics, we collect the information and we analyze it so that we can make good future decisions. And at CSUN, I'm glad to know that we are designing this new course that can cater diverse students.
Thank you very much. I know that it's going to be next year, but what courses do you expect to teach in Master of Science in Business Analytics? And can you please introduce each of them for us in a few sentences?
Sure. So the type of the course that I'm going to teach will basically depends on the requirement of the department. However, I primarily focus on introduction to business analytics, predictive analytics, and programming for business analytics. So what happens when the students comes on a university or in a business analytics program? They are coming from the variety of the background. Somebody will be coming from chemistry, somebody may come from healthcare, somebody may come from finance market. So we have to bring all of these students to a same level. So for this, we have Introduction to Business Analytics course, which includes descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So this course primarily talks about the brief overview of all these three pillars of analytics. In addition to that, as I mentioned, that because of the varied tech exposure to diverse students, we have a course called Programming for Business Analytics. Because the data that we deal in analytics is huge amount. We cannot handle it with the normal software such as Excel. So we need to have some kind of a programming exposure. So in this course, we teach R and Python, these programming languages, so that the students can analyze the data effectively. And just let me tell you from my experience, the first 4 months for the programming course, they are nightmare for the students. But after 4 weeks, they start loving it, because once they know the beauty of these languages and what they can achieve with these programming languages, they get more excited and they love it. Right. And finally, that's a predictive analytics course. In the predictive analytics is basically the soul of the business analytics program. So where we talk about the different models that we can use to make the informed decisions. So what we learn in this course, we use the historical data to build a model, and these models will be used to do the prediction in the future. So I hope that helps. Sorry, I took it some time, but I wanted to make sure that we got some idea about the courses.
Great introduction about these courses. Thank you very much. My final question, Why should students do Ms BANA at CSUN?
That's a very interesting question, Ahmed. I think we need to split this question into two components. First is why business analytics, then why business analytics with CSUN. So first is the business analytics program. Business analytics right now, if you look at the objective of any company, the objective of every company is to maximize profit, and one of the way they can do it by improving the customer experience. And there's no other way to improve the customer experience other than analyzing their historical information so that we can know your customer better, and then we can have better recommendations for those for our users. So business analytics provide these tools for the analytics to produce these kind of product that can help customers to have a better experience, exposure to the product. So basically, and this brings the lot of job opportunity for the people, because every company wants to hire these analytics people. So we have this analytics basically brought a lot of job opportunities, and definitely with the masters in business analytics, you have a potential to have a big pay raise day, which is basically the add-on tool for a bachelor degree. And now the question is, why at CSUN? First of all, the CSUN has a faculty that is really trained, and they can bring real-world exposure to the classroom. In addition to that, the location of the California State University is amazingly, like it's located like a couple of miles from the center or heart of the LA, which is the hub of a lot of tech and entertainment companies. So for these companies, the CSUN is a default university for the recruitment. And finally, the Los Angeles is a cosmopolitan city. If you are an international student, that will being in this big city will make your college experience more pleasing. Yes.
Thank you very much, Professor Akash Gupta, and then see you in the next interview.
Thank you, Amir, for having me today.
No problem. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.